I was a top 10 leader of a company, and it was a unilevel. Unilevel means you sell product, you get a percentage. You sponsor people, they sell product, you get a percentage of that. So, we start with a 5-level unilevel, and you're going to get a little bit of Comp 101 today. But we have the unilevel over here, and here's you with your business. It's just you starting with. You sell some product. Traditionally, people would get retail. You would buy it, from the company for $50. You'd sell it for $85, and you get the difference. And in that case, it's $35. You put that in your pocket. Well, the problem is, in a home-based business, a lot of people you're talking to are family and friends. So now you're talking to your mom. Your mom's like, hey, give me the best price. And you're like, okay, I'll give it to her for my price. So you don't make any money. And then now it's your sister. She says, give it to the best price. You say, okay, now it's your best friend. And so what we did, and it's really been a great move, is we came up with a loyal customer. And this was a few years ago. And I brought in the leaders, and I said, look, I want to sell you on a concept. And so you have to trust me a little bit here. I said, I'm going to take away your retail money. I go, whoa, wait a minute. And now think about retail was just your own efforts. So if you sold 10, 20, 30 retail sales a month, you made the difference. I said, give me that money, and what I'm going to do for you is, when you get a loyal customer, I'm going to put it on the first level of this unilevel, which our first level pays 10%. And if you personally sponsor that, which these customers are yours, we give you an additional 5%. So you're going to get 15% on these loyal customers. And for people to get this best price, so now your mom says, hey, I want the best price. You say, Mom, I can give you the same price I get wholesale. The only thing is we want you to try the product for at least 3 months. So what I was doing was taking the retail away, but guaranteeing you at least 3 sales now. Now what's exciting about the loyal customer is we're building that. See, we wanted 3 months because we know it takes that to be a habit. They want to be on the vitamin long enough. They want to be on the greens long enough. They want to be using the applicator long enough. So we said 3 months. We also put in the perks program. They stay at least 6 months. They get money back. It's just like some of these credit card, you get points and you can buy other product. We do that for 6 months. We do it. See, we want these customers for life. We don't want a 3-month minimum. We don't want 3 months to redo, 3 months to redo. On average right now, our customers are staying over 7.2 months. So they gave up 1 sale to get 7. Now what they also gained was their people are doing the same thing. So now instead of a 1 retail sale that one of their team members did, they're getting at least 7 months off that. So this has been a huge program for us, and I think Doug told me the other day we've had over 45,000 loyal customers this year come through. So I mean we're winning the battle there, and the attorney generals love us because our ratio of customers to distributors is so high. A lot of your network marketing companies, their distributors are their only customers. They may have 2,000 customers, but they're also the distributors. Well, the attorney generals don't like that because it looks like they're just swapping money. They're not really wanting it as a product. They're wanting it because they're the rep. With us, each of our reps have such a high amount of customers. So that's exciting.
Do you have a number, Mark, the ratio? Because that is a huge selling point. When you talk to anybody that already does network marketing of any sort, they understand that it's the distributors they sign up have to make the consumption to get the revenue.
Yeah.
But with us, it's not the case at all. We have customers.
Yeah. I don't know what I used to spout that off all the time. Do you remember what the latest one we did?
Chris, did you tell me like 10 to 1?
Pushing 10.
10 to 1? Okay. I didn't want to shoot that because in my head, we're doing so much in the industry and positioning right now for different things that I've got a lot of numbers in my head. It's like, I was a math major, and calculus was easy, but I'd watch his calculus teacher couldn't add, and I'd be like, how can you be that brilliant and not add? I feel like that guy now. I feel like, okay, now what is the basic there? Because my brain right now is we're working on international, these other numbers, and we're excited where we're taking this.
And I'll tell you guys, that is a huge selling point. When you tell somebody that knows, that understands the network marketing industry, and you tell them that it's a 10 to 1 customer ratio to distributors, man, they're like, wow, you'll see their jaws drop.
Yeah.
That's pretty much unheard of.
That's awesome. And I love this program because what also happens is they become a product of the products, and now a lot of them will come back and become distributors. So that's an exciting part of that. So the unilevel, we pay down 5 levels. We go down 5, and the 6th level is what we call an infinity bonus, and that's 2%. So I think it's 10, 10, 5, 5, 5, and then the infinity bonus goes to 10. A lot of companies, that's all they have is a unilevel. Especially in the old days, that's what they would do. So what did that mean, unilevel? Means you would sponsor a person here. When I first started, I had like 5 people I sponsored. I sponsored my brother-in-law. I sponsored my best friend, who happens to be sitting in the back of the room, Mr. Adams, who is one of our investors and founders of our company. I'll tell you about that in a minute. And then I met a lady at the grocery store, and I sponsored her. And she was just telling me life stuff and whatever, and I told her a little bit about the company, and she said I want in. So I sponsored this lady. And so those, I was making, as they sold product, I would make 10%. If I personally sponsor them, another 5, so 15%. So I'm getting paid on my efforts, loyal customers, I'm getting paid on efforts of people I bring in. Now, they were duplicating the same thing, so they're out sponsoring. And that now would be my second level. It'd be this person's first level, my second. So I get 10 there. And as this keeps working down, so, you know, this is where Donald Trump said this thing's huge, because you can leverage people. You know, it used to be that way in real estate. You could go out and buy $1 million property for maybe $100,000. You know, you could get $1 million of value by just putting a down payment, and then you had the rest of the mortgage. Well, today, the way real estate is, you know, that's not the way to leverage anymore, and people are getting hurt. With this, you can still leverage. You know, I tell people you can be a talent scout. You got a good person in here. Nathan, name just somebody that's sponsored a bunch of people for you. Just
Carol Percy.
All right, how many she sponsored?
On our first level, probably 20.
All right, so here's someone he brings in named Carol, and she's sponsored 20 people. So whatever product they're selling, they're getting a percentage. So it's like planting a seed. Chris, who's somebody in yours that you sponsored someone and they sponsored a bunch?
Sponsored a bunch, Faith Farms. No,
okay.
We'll go with Faith.
All right. So Dave, who's someone in yours?
Shay and Tim.
And they've sponsored how many?
50.
50 people. So you may be sitting there and saying to yourself, I don't know 50 people, but you may know one that knows that 50. So that was what was exciting about the unilevel. Now the downturn of the unilevel is you got to cut it off somewhere. You can't just keep paying percentage on level, or the company wouldn't be healthy. And you know what you want, and what you're striving for, is you want a healthy company. I called it the golden goose. You got this company that you got to keep alive, because that's who makes your paychecks. So you want them paying out enough that you're making money, and you want to be healthy there. And what they say is healthy is about 43 to 47%. So every dollar, that's what should be paid out. We're in that 49 to 51%. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good, good seeing. So about 51%. So we're a little high, but you know, we're staying healthy there, and people are happy because of the money that's being paid out. So this is the unilevel. Now the negative to this is when you got passed down here. And in the beginning, you first started, you don't care about that because you got 1, 2 people and you know them both. But it starts growing quickly. And again, what's nice about this group is you got a lot in here that have already developed that. You know, I don't know if you guys have any idea. Have any idea how deep you are, Chris?
We're about 21 deep now.
21 levels. That means somebody who sponsored someone who sponsored someone, 21 levels deep. Dave, any idea?
Right around there too.
Around there too. So
I must be 22.
I would say, because they're underneath, that he's going to have one and say, I'm a little more than that. All right, good. See, you get good people that work together. So this is a unilevel that will go, but you'll hear these words sometimes in networking, and there's a blockage. Somebody could, or somebody, you know, promotes to a level, and they kind of cut away from you, and that could happen. If another emerald came up, they'd go 6 levels deep, and then they would start getting the 2% instead of you. So this was an okay plan. This is what I was under when I started, and you know, I look back, I got paid quarter, 5% down here on this 5th level. You know, so we're paying out 10, maybe 15 personally sponsored, 10, 5, 5, 5, the 2 bonus. So we're paying out a real healthy percentage there that we're excited about. But then we started saying, okay, what can we do when that starts happening? Because in other companies, sometimes you didn't want someone to promote. You wanted to because you're a team and you want success for them, but they broke away from you, and you're like, oh, we don't want breakaway. So we were trying to say, okay, what would happen for us then? So we brought in what's called generationals.